Previously on A Journey into DCC.
Okay, let's see this artist.
The perfect DCC system is what you seek. The Derailment took it from the captain. It's a dangerous mission to their lair, so please be careful and go prepared.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to my journey into DCC. Today I'm going to show you how I made my duck under, which will hopefully one day become a lift out. So for now, let's call it a lift under, a lift and duck, a swing gate that doesn't swing that you have to limbo under. Let's go with duck lift. Before I start, I just want to thank all my subscribers for your support over the last couple of weeks. M&M Rails reached over 1,000 subs, and I couldn't be more excited. I hope to have a contest in the new year, and I will share some big announcements with you also starting in 2019.
First, I measured the distance for my duck lift lengthwise. I measured the width wide enough to fit 2 tracks, yet narrow enough so that it wasn't too wide. I wanted to make the duck lift the same way I built my bench work, so that it would match perfectly. Therefore, I used 2x4s for the frame. I almost had enough leftover lumber for both sides, but as you can see, I came short a few inches.
Do I go out and spend money on a new piece of wood just to complete the frame? You see, the wood has to come right to the edge of my duck lift. You'll see why soon. But there's got to be a cheaper and faster way to do it.
Here's what I did. I cut the shorter piece in half and left a gap in the middle. Fascia will cover up the frame anyway, so it doesn't really matter what it looks like. Then I added a metal piece for extra support. Before I screwed the framework into place, I flipped my plywood around and traced the framework onto the half-inch wood. Now I know exactly where to place my screws without guesswork and more measuring. Then I screwed the wood to the other pieces of wood to make a bigger and heavier piece of wood, my duck lift. Just like my bench work, I added a piece of foam to the top. I also added the pieces of fascia using the same heavy-duty adhesive I used before and clamped them down. I can't remember why I didn't paint the pieces first. It's probably because I was so excited that I wanted to test fit it right away. Which I did. I screwed some scrap pieces of wood onto the fascia on the adjacent sides. I didn't film this part, and I should have, because it was probably the hardest and most crucial step in the whole process. I had to enlist the help of my wife. If one support was too high or too low by a millimeter, the track would not meet level. I finally found the sweet spot, and the duck lift fit tight and snug after lots of...
I'm not sure if this next step is necessary, but it's different. So just in case someone or some dog comes into the train room and wants to run trains without putting the duck lift in first, I want to put up a barrier so the trains don't fall off the edge.
So I took some scrap fascia board and made little barriers that can slip behind the duck lift supports. It serves 2 purposes. One is to stop trains from falling off the edge, and the other is to hide the scuff marks left from the duck lift. I painted everything black, and there was just one thing left I wanted to try. I printed out some caution signs to glue onto the barriers. I cut them out and picked my glue. So I'm going with Gorilla Wood Glue because this is wood and paper originally came from trees, which is wood. So I'm thinking the bond of wood glue will be really good for my barriers. So I'm going to apply some glue onto my board. And I'm also going to apply a strip onto my caution sign. Oops. Okay. Then I'm going to make sure I smooth it down. I don't think I put enough glue. Hoping it dries okay. Don't want to stick with the foam. So it's not flat yet, so I just want to flatten it out. There we go. So I'm not too worried about the overflow because that's going to dry white, or sorry, not white, clear. You'll be able to see it perfectly. So, okay, let that dry, and then we'll set it up. I think it turned out really nice, don't you? Again, it's different. I added some cork to the duck lift and made sure everything was level as best I could.
With the duck lift now in place, I can now start to lay track. And once the track is down, I'll be this much closer to ending my journey into DCC. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take care.